name, it means nothing. My fortune is less. My future is shrouded in dark wilderness. What's going on, guys? It's Corbin here from AcousticWorld.net, and giving you a quick lesson here on one of my favorite Black Sabbath tunes from the Master of Reality album, and it's a good one for the acoustic guitar, and it's a good one because it's nice and easy. It's really just 2 chords, as I'll show you soon, but we'll jump in just by learning that intro lick. Okay, and the 2 main chords are going to be G minor and F major. So that puts us in G Dorian, or you can think of it as like G minor pentatonic. But that main lick is going to be in this area here on the 3rd fret. So he starts off just by sliding into that G note on the 5th fret of the D string. And then he hits the 3rd fret of the G and B string. So that's actually basically a G minor arpeggio there. Okay, and then he hits 5th fret of the G, walks down from there to the 3rd fret of the G and the 2nd fret of the G. And then the lick kind of repeats, so. So it repeats, but then this time it pauses on that 5th fret of the G string. And then it repeats again. So it repeats that part of the lick. Okay, and I'll teach you that part. So we're here on the 2nd fret of the G string, and we do a hammer-on pull-off from the 3rd back to that 2nd fret. And then he hits the 3rd fret of the D string, hits the 3rd fret of the G, or 2nd fret of the G, sorry, again, and then slides into the root note, which is that 5th fret on the D string. So. And that's it. And there are ways you can kind of spice it up, so you can get this kind of octave going on, and that's just hitting that root note on the D and also letting the open G ring, which is kind of cool. And I also like to kind of play this as a chord when I'm here sometimes. This note. So from there, he just goes into the chords, which I'll teach you now. So like I said earlier, it's G minor and F major, so pretty easy. And you can, there's a number of different ways to finger them, but the way I like to do it is with your 3rd fret on the, playing the 3rd fret on the low E, 3rd fret on the G string, and the 3rd fret on the B. That's, you know, a really kind of simple G minor out of like an open shape, which is kind of cool. And in this, you're muting the high E and you're muting the A string as well. Okay, Okay, so that's how I do the G minor. And then the F major is pretty straightforward. It's just basically this, classic bar chord shape, but I play it on the 3rd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G string, and 1st fret of the B. So that's how I do the F chord. You can also play around with doing an F. I think it would be F9 or F9. And that's just the same chord, but you take your middle finger off and you make a, you take your middle finger off and play the G string open. So it has kind of a more open type sound, so you can play around with that too. But anyways, yeah, he plays the intro and then he goes into the chords. He just hits that G minor to the F. Okay, and then the singing, he's doing the same thing. My name, it means nothing. My fortune is less. That's the only part that's different, is at the end of that, each line of the verse, he repeats that G instead of just changing to the F. So the whole kind of progression sounds like this. So he repeats the G minor on that last part of the each part of the verse. My future is shrouded in dark wilderness. Okay. And then the only other part you need to know is the last part of each verse is everything I have loved, now it's all gone. It is gone. And again, it's the same kind of pattern, but he just changes the singing. Everything I know, now it's all gone. It is gone. Okay, so there's, some added words at the end instead of just you're singing over that extra part. But that's really it, guys, and it's just those two parts and that kind of intro lick. But really cool song from Sabbath. There might be a solo in there that I'm missing that I don't know, but that's enough to really get you started on the song and get 95% of it under your fingers. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to learn more songs like this, I have a link in the description to 100 chords and tabs and video lessons for 100 different songs. So you can click on that or visit acousticworld.net, or just wait until the next video and I'll see you then. Thanks.